Here we go. This is what I need. I think this is my worst matchup. This is what my matchup is in CPL today, so I need a lot of PvPs, I think. Ugh. Thank you. At least that time I identified aggression, right? I was able to go re-hit early to fight him off instead of being stupid and attacking and massing probes while I'm getting pushed. I probably could have killed him a lot sooner. I was slow to push out because I was worried about mines getting in the way. And that was just me being bad, to be honest with you. Because I need to scout this early. Could be too gay. But if I just had my observer pushing out with my dragoons early, and then the shuttle behind it with zealot bombs, I could have killed him immediately. He had nothing, like, yeah. So I kind of dragged the game out unnecessarily. Yeah, it happens to me a lot in PvP. This guy's not doing it, I think. So I'm just a little bit behind. So I scouted so much sooner. Sorry, I'm coughing a lot. Cyberfire is so late. Nice, guys. I'm just incredibly far behind for no reason here. Are you serious? Why do I suck so much? Nice. This is awful. I'm just like super far behind for no reason here. Lag feels really good. Yep. Awesome time to lag spike. Dude, can my probes not get stuck? They canceled that probe. This is bad. So he's definitely expanded behind this. I'm gonna have to do a lot of damage and then be able to expand after. If he catches the reaver, I just die. And I'm a little bit worried with the lag of me making a really dumb mistake. I'm always behind in PvP in the beginning, always. I handled his pressure like as poorly as possible. Oh, okay, I need to come back home. Okay, not nearly as bad as I thought I was. Okay. Wow. That was about as bad as it gets. I started that either. I think I was dead here. This is not my hotkey. I think with Storm, I can kill him. If I had an observer, I could have won the game there. Just lose my observer again. Oh my god. I make these PvPs so difficult, man. A lot of the issues I have is control. My control is one of my biggest problems, and my decision making. So basically, playing StarCraft. Uh, that's a crazy game. I thought he was way further ahead. I want to see, because I feel like he should have been. I feel like he maybe did something wrong in the opening, because he had such a big advantage, both in unit composition, because I went double zealot, and then basically stayed home to kill pylons, right? Manor pylons. Which just put me behind. Yeah, I thought... Yeah, there were like several moments I thought I lost this game. The fight that I had here, where I lost like everything, I thought the game was over. I thought the opening was so bad that the game was over. So you go straight for core, right? Like he does a normal opening with a manor pylon. One zealot. And my probe, I had my probe here instead of here. Like I'm really bad at blocking them. Like I don't even know, like they can go here, or like here. Like there's so many places they can go, it seems really hard to block. He did get supply block there. That actually made a pretty big difference, because it delays the follow-up game. Okay, not really. Like, very little. Okay, that didn't make that big of a difference. So here's the one thing I'm gonna say that I think is the reason I'm not, like, instantly losing the game, is the probe count, right? He's cutting probes to do this, whereas I've been making probes non-stop. So I'm actually, even though my tech is behind, my eco's pretty far ahead here. Like, up 4 probes is pretty big. He does kill 1 for his zealot, but this actually favors me then. 1 probe for a zealot when I'm already up 4 workers is, like, no problem. And then yeah, he went early 2-gate, which I knew that. I went into earlier reaver. I just want to see how I didn't lose the game. This kind of sucked. I wanted to body block with my Dragoon, and then the lag stuttered, and it kind of screwed it up a little bit, but I don't think it wouldn't have made a difference, it just would have been maybe slightly better. I still would have lost the Dragoon, though. Maybe retreating up into the Fog of War would have been better. Okay, so I thought when that happened, he immediately dropped a Nexus. That's what I thought he would have done, right? Like, drop a Nexus and then contain me with a Dragoon. That's what he should have done, I think. I guess the only thing was I could have punished him for it since I went Reaver. But there was, like, that moment when I go to his natural with my Reaver, and I see the Nexus is just now coming. I'm like, oh crap, I need to get home. Because, like, if he attacks me right then, I would have died. I think. We'll see. Yeah, he delayed his natural way longer than he needed to. He also went Observer first because he was afraid of DT, which I don't blame him for that. I think that's the right call. Oh boy, these games make me tired. Like, I can play BGH for like 8 hours. I played like 4 ladder matches and I'm like sweating and exhausted. The fact that my natural was ahead of him like blows my mind. I feel like he definitely played it wrong. Actually no, I would have been fine. With the 2 extra guns coming behind that, I would have been able to hold. Am I take better now? No, it's not actually. Yeah, I started bringing this back because I was like, oh, he's just now expanding. His upgrades were ahead of me too. Pretty much all game, I think. We'll see when he starts his. I honestly am not good with Reaver. I've never been good with Reaver. I shouldn't say never. When I was a kid, I was better with Reaver than I am now. But I think this first fight I did okay with the Reaver. Except for that. Okay, no. That was awful. I'll take that back. I always do that where I send my shovel too far away from the reaver. Like, it's like I click somewhere and then I'm like clicking here to unload. And then my shuttle's like over here when I need to pick it back up. I think if I killed that reaver I would have been in decent shape, but I traded a reaver for some goons basically, which isn't that good. I'm still ahead in supply, but it's almost entirely workers. I'm up 9 workers. Basically the same in supply. Man, I guess he had the spotting observer here, but like imagine if I just cut through that observer, like, and now he's getting some defense, but he was like wide open there for reaver for a long time. I was keeping my goons here until I started getting my cannons. I shouldn't have tried to push into him here. I don't know why I even tried this. Like, I'm getting a third, right? I'm getting a third. I'm almost always up in workers. Like, I can usually kind of assume I'm up in workers because the BGH here in me keeps making workers. All I needed to do was use an observer to see if he had a third, right? If I scout that he's not getting a third, I can chill because my third's coming. It's like halfway done almost. So I'm dropping a third and I push at the same time. Like a commit. This isn't like a poke, I like committed. So this was really, really dumb of me. I'm a little bit behind in workers, and I know that my reaver control's not as good as other people's. So I should have just started teching towards Templar and just chilled, basically. Just played defensive. So this attack is just bad for me for a lot of reasons. And by, like, I had right-clicked up here. I missed killing that shuttle earlier by 1 hit, which kind of sucked. But this was such an awful fight. The only reason I survived, I think, is my reaver here, because I did kill the shuttle, so his reaver has to walk. He goes for the attack. He also waits, which gives me an extra rotation, which is not good. But we get, like, pretty good here. Like, it's 1 hit from there. Back up, get another shot, pick up, get another shot. Well, that one didn't do anything, but that was actually, like, decent reaver control that time. But I'm still so far behind here. He's just a little slow to push, honestly. Like, supply-wise, I'm way down. This being at home, too. There's no reason for him to do that. Yeah, I just lose if he rallies. Like, I should have lost. He just made a lot of mistakes. I feel like I say that every single PvP I win. I'm like, oh, he should have beat me. Like, he's so far ahead most of the game. Although, he actually only got ahead, so this was a bad attack too. He only got ahead when I made this really dumb, bad attack here. Otherwise, I actually was never behind this game. I'm watching it now. So, my position was good, I just misread my position. Like, my game sense is way off this entire game. I thought I was really far behind, and instead I was actually ahead. Like, even on supply, going up to a third. Could've just played defensive. But this attack is bad, he, like, sets him up for a sandwich. I've also got, like, the defensive cannons here that helped a little bit. And now, from here, I'm just ahead the rest of the game. Like, that attack was worse than mine, I think. And mine was really bad. We'll see, though. He's back into workers now. I'm, like, full modding for my third before his is finished. Up 30 supply. We'll see if I drop behind again. But I don't think that I do. And my attack upgrade was actually ahead. I just kind of forgot to start +3. Oh, I do lose a lot here. See how this goes. Oh, actually, way less than I thought. Oh, no, he kills more when I go back, that's what it was. My favorite matchup is PvT. It's the only one I think I'm good at. Right here he kills, yeah, several more. Okay, so now I'm actually behind in workers for the first time this entire game. Though I kill a few up here. Not having Storm here It sucked. If I had Storm here, I could have just killed this base. Yeah, the +2 attack makes a really big difference here for me. And again, this is another moment, right? If I just have an Observer here, as I send like all this stuff, I've already have an Observer. I think I would have just won the game here. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. It's close. When games get scrappy, I feel like I do good, but some of my like basic mechanics are just really bad. Like, especially my early game. My early game PvP is really bad. Every single PvP has to be a come from behind win. We spot this one again. We don't take any damage here. And end up killing that. My control is kind of bad here too, though. End up getting split up a lot. I lost my Observer again. As I do. And he gets more DT again. It's gonna be Protoss. I mean, the game's over, but DT, man. That and my inability to control my Observer. I finally made more than one Observer here. Just check for a 4th. Realize it doesn't have one, so I'm like, okay, then we're good. My 4th is almost done. Able to control my Zealots again. No, it'll be my first one. It actually means I'll have played one of each matchup. I've played 3 matches and it was each matchup, yeah.